Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Detroit Lions. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Lawrence. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Now a handoff up the middle. Harding. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence slings this deep for McLaurin. And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
60 boxes. Mustang 19.
They'll set up a throw. And it's intercepted. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Goodwin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Go, Reed, go! Third.
They'll run for the first time with his speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Commanders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball?
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Max Crosby in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 3rd and 20. They'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First down, Commander.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Go, go!
They'll run on 1st down. Harding. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-0.
Commanders 21, Lions nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 21-0 our score after one. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 6. That throw, and oh, he coughed it up. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Take right open.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Washington. Marvin Mims, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point try now for Patterson. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score. Commanders 28, Lions nothing.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Racing to the end zone. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Open man, that's Tillman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Kill! 47.
At the 41-yard line.
Everyone, kill!
A first down throw for Prescott. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Max Crosby in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. A second down throw for Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards to pick up there.
First down, Washington.
On first down, Harding. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
63 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Harding credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
On red. Go, go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Let's go.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now Lawrence. Touchdown! Isaiah Likely, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Commanders have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it is 42-0.
Commanders 42, Lions nothing.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Hey, kill.
Now Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He'll get this complete to Tillman. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Lions nothing.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. They'll pitch it out to Gibbs here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Max Crosby able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Prescott to throw it. Under pressure, and they got to him again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Let's go, 52. Ready.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his 1st sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Harding. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Route.
On 1st down, Harding. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
30 left. Here we go.
On 2nd down now, Harding. And he is going to lose yardage here. And quickly they get to the line. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. Up the middle they go. Harding. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
13, Luke.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harding. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Commanders just continue to roll. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Lawrence to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
Their own 36-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Now here's a throw that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11.
Now a handoff up the middle. Harding. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 107 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it from the 31. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Lawrence. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
We're going to 53.
Now Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Pass caught. He's got Tillman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd down, Prescott.
To the right side, that's where Tillman is.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. To the air again, Prescott.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
11.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Wide open receiver complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
That kind of puts the bow on what has been a complete performance, Charles. They're pitching a shutout on the other side in this offense. They've done their thing well, too.
Yeah, this game has been all-out effort from them on every snap, and there's a good amount of pride on the line right now. They want to finish what they started. They want this shutout preserved.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On play action, Prescott. His throw incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary has played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, kill! There you go.
One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of